You know, last time we started a video to this view, we caught Mewtwo. Today's, that's not gonna happen today. Today we have almost equally as important video as yesterday, because today we've got a lot of questions to answer, a lot of concerns to address, and a lot of things to talk about. This is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go the technical stuff first. So, how to take out Mewtwo in Pokemon Go, the best strategy to go about that. When Mewtwo will come to your area and how you'll be able to battle it, we'll talk about that as well. The legendary birds are back, we're gonna talk about that. And then we're gonna address complaints and concerns because the YouTube community has had a lot of them flying not at Niantic, but at us. Remember that we as YouTubers, we don't make this game and we have no say in how it's made. I wish we did, we do wondrous things for it, but like when people come and like just yell at us and complain to us because there's problems in game, we can't fix them. We're all ears though, like give us your complaints because we could somewhat get to Niantic about them, but like we just know we can't fix them. But if you want to talk, I'm here to listen. Off topic. Also, I recorded this video once today. Well, okay, yeah, once today. I recorded this video about 3:30 in the morning, and I scrapped the whole thing. It was like me rambling, and I was like droopy-eyed, and it was bad. So this video has been recorded. We're trying this again. All right, let's talk about how to defeat me. You know what? Should I even talk about this first? Now let's talk about, actually there was a post, this tweet by Pokemon Go, which read, soon you'll be able to battle the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo in the all-new exclusive raid battle feature. And then they linked an article, and we're gonna read through the article paragraph by paragraph, and then we're gonna break it down and talk about kind of what all of that means, and then my thoughts on all of it, because it's all very important stuff. Trainers. Earlier today, trainers battled against the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo at the Pokemon Go Stadium event in Yokohama, Japan. Thousands of trainers in attendance were able to successfully catch, wow, it is early in the morning, Mewtwo, and add it to their Pokedexes. In the coming weeks, you too will have the opportunity to battle and catch Mewtwo with the new exclusive raid battle feature. So paragraph 1 basically is just an intro. Pokemon Go released Mewtwo at the stadium event, exclusively at the stadium event. We're going to talk about that too because there were a lot of complaints about that. And it says you will be able to also catch Mewtwo in the future. So for everybody complaining, being like, it's unfair that only Japan got Mewtwo, like you're going to get it. Just calm down. You will get Mewtwo. It's coming to you guys. Niantic wouldn't just release it in one place and call it quits there. I'd even be pissed off. They also revealed that there will be a new exclusive raid battle feature in Pokemon Go. Now, the second paragraph kind of explains how it works. I still don't fully understand it. I'm not sure if anyone does, but if you do, if you have a better understanding of this, before I read it, leave a comment down below explaining it, please. Exclusive raids will periodically appear at gyms around the world. However, unlike existing raids, trainers will be invited to join an exclusive raid battle. To receive an invitation to participate in the exclusive raid battle, this is where it gets confusing, trainers must have successfully completed a raid recently by defeating the raid boss at the gym where the exclusive raid battle will be taking place. The invitations will include advanced warnings of when the exclusive raid will take place, giving them ample time to coordinate with other trainers before taking on the powerful raid boss. So again, I don't fully understand exactly how this is going to work, but it sounds like basically, let's say you got a gym right here. This gym will have a Mewtwo raid at it. In order to be invited into this exclusive Mewtwo raid, you have to have recently battled a legendary raid boss at this gym. How recently is recently? I don't know. Now this system's basically rewarding people who are active in the gym system. Wow, would you look at that? If anyone complains about that, that makes so much sense to me. Now here's where it gets dicey for people in populated areas. If you're in a rural area and you guys only have a couple of gyms around you, you probably battle at all of these gyms frequently. Now in Santa Monica, there's 15,332 gyms in a 1-mile radius, and I don't battle at every single gym. That's a lot of gyms. So does that mean that if there's a gym on 5th Street and it's got an exclusive raid, but I have never battled on 5th Street because it's 5th Street, can I not participate in the exclusive raid? We're gonna have to see. For the first time ever, people in populated areas, like myself, might get screwed over by this system. Wow, there's people in the comments already typing away, oh, now you're concerned because you can't battle? Welcome to life. Hold on. We'll talk about this more later in the video, more opinionated stuff later. For now, let's keep reading these paragraphs. Mewtwo is the first Pokemon that trainers will be able to face in exclusive raid battles, but other powerful Pokemon may also start to hatch from the raid eggs found at exclusive raid battles over the next several weeks. Make sure you're prepared to battle Mewtwo by powering up your Pokemon and battling in raids at gyms near you. And there's the hinting at battling in raids near you. That's scary because I travel and I don't battle in my home gyms. Also, I travel and I don't battle gyms all around the world. This is gonna get dicey. God, there's so many people in the comments already just happy to hear that I'm gonna struggle with this. So Mewtwo, we don't exactly know when Mewtwo is coming out, but it says in the next couple of weeks. So what I'm thinking, actually, I'll explain this later because the next paragraph talks more about this. Just the fact that they said other powerful Pokemon may also start to hatch, that's pretty interesting. Now, does that mean that I don't know, maybe Celebi and Mew are coming out with this. Are they gonna drop the dogs with Ho-Oh? Will Delibird and Smeargle be exclusive raid bosses that you can battle because they're not here still? I don't know, but it's very exciting to see that more raid bosses will be added to the raid boss meta. And as you guys saw, there were a lot of new raid bosses happening in Yokohama, and maybe raid bosses like Tyranitar, Dragonite, Blissey will be added to the system as well. Now, regarding the legendary birds, over the past 3 weeks, thousands of legendary Pokemon have been defeated in raid battles around the world. In celebration of this achievement and to give trainers another chance to catch Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Lugia, all 4 of these legendary Pokemon can be battled in raid battles from August 14th through August 31st. Be on the lookout for these legendary Pokemon at a raid near you. Wow, that's awesome! So legendaries have been extended 2 weeks. So for everybody complaining to me that legendaries are hard to get, you can't get them in your area, you just haven't been able to catch one, all 4 are extended for the next 2 weeks. That's huge. Get out there and raid. And again, later on in this video, we're going to talk about like problems and complaints people are having about that. I'm going to keep my eyes on Twitter. If any of you guys, for any reason, have a Mewtwo raid happening in your city, then you do not live in Yokohama, Japan, tweet me. Okay, speaking of Twitter, I was just buried in a lot of negative tweets. See now when oh gosh, Mewtwo was in the official launch trailer. Every YouTuber, no, I shouldn't say that. Almost every YouTuber ever has made at least one clickbait video about Mewtwo. There have been hacks that you could private server play. Mewtwo is the most hyped up Pokemon in the entirety of Pokemon Go. And I figured when it dropped, everyone would be like, we got it. There were a lot of complaints, mainly because there was a lot of confusion in the community about Mewtwo, which we're gonna address all those points. So I understand your complaints, and I understand why I got flooded with complaints on Instagram. Actually, yes, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. Remember that we as YouTubers do not make this game nor control where it goes or what happens in it. So like complaining to us, there's not a lot of sense behind it, but like it makes sense because Niantic isn't there to be the punching bag. But seriously, we will take your complaints. So, well, I will take your complaints. I'm not sure about well, I'll take your complaints. I'm assuming. I don't want to speak for the rest of the community, but I will take your complaints. If you guys do have any kind of complaint whatsoever or any kind of thought, anything rushing through your mind right now about that you're confused about, that you want to know more about, leave it down in the comments. I'm going to try my very hardest to, throughout the day, go through comments on this video and to reply to the smart ones, the well-constructed ones. If you leave a comment saying F Mewtwo, I'm not going to reply to that. If you have a serious complaint and you guys are seriously confused about a certain aspect of this game or with Mewtwo, leave that in the comments and I will try to get back to you, and I hope that the community will get back to you as well, because there's a great community down in the comments, low-key. There's a lot a lot of toxicity. If you guys do have concerns and complaints, leave them down below. And speaking of concerns and complaints, I actually last night before I went to sleep jotted down a bunch of notes concerning the main concerns and complaints that us YouTubers are getting regarding this release. Now, one of the biggest complaints was the fact that Mewtwo released exclusively to the Pokemon Go Stadium event. People are mad that they didn't get Mewtwo in their area when it first dropped. I understand. Remember that it's not for long. It only got released initially in Japan. It's gonna come out for the rest of the world. Also, something that was awesome, spoofers could not get into this event and battle Mewtwo. It was not able to happen unless someone in the event gave out a QR code like a certain little YouTuber, but I don't think it happened. I didn't see any tweets from anybody, any trolls about having Mewtwo or even spoofing Mewtwo. It was pretty legitly done. So for everyone who was like, oh, it's unfair because spoofers got legendaries, so I'm gonna spoof, spoofers didn't get Mewtwo, at least from what I know. And again, people were just mad that Mewtwo dropped, exclusively in Japan first. This is how hyped up, properly done reveals go. I know I'm a YouTuber, but I like business strategy. I'm really, really big into business strategy, marketing strategy. I love all that stuff. I'm addicted to that stuff. It's really, really fun for me. So watching how Niantic goes about their game is very amusing to me. The reason why not only Niantic did this, but every company ever does an exclusive release, it's to hype that up. Dropping Mewtwo only at, by the way, this is the biggest event ever to happen in Pokemon Go history. It's not Go Fest. This is the biggest thing ever. Dropping the most hyped up legendary exclusively first at the biggest, most bestest Pokemon Go event ever. It is just a great marketing strategy move. It's basically to hype the legendary up. The reason why they release it here first is to hype it up. They will also release it to the rest of the world. Do not worry. Again, it's coming to you guys. But it was dropped here first because this is the biggest, bestest Pokemon Go event that ever happened, so they had to make it extra special, and they did. Now, there's a lot of people that are gonna be like, oh, you're just saying that because you were there. No, because trust me, I know my opinion is biased because yes, I am here. Yes, I was at Go Fest. Yes, Niantic, by the way, did hook that up. They hooked up the passes. I didn't mention that in my video yesterday. I was kind of supposed to, but Niantic did hook up the passes for myself and for all the other YouTubers, and I'm gonna talk about this too a little bit later, but put all the possible bias aside. This is just strictly business strategy, marketing strategy. This was a good marketing strategy move. It's why they did it first at Go Fest and then released it all over. Actually, they were supposed to do it first at GoFest, but then, you know, kind of collapsed, and then they kind of just released it everywhere to begin with. Supercell does it. They'll fly their YouTubers out to Helsinki, show them a little bit, there'll be some sneak peeks on YouTube, and then the update drops. It's how you hype your updates up. I know I didn't go to college, but I'm a big strategy guy. Another big complaint that people had that actually I would have complained about too, maybe like about a month ago, that the legendary birds were extended. A lot of people were mad because that just kind of the exclusivity of a legendary bird, they're not rare. Legendary birds by any means are not rare in Pokemon Go. They are everywhere. I was in the middle of Nebraska and there was a Moltres raid happening right next to me, and I was like, okay, this proves that they are everywhere. The harder part is like getting people together to beat them. We're gonna talk about that later. I actually wrote down in my notes right here, the legendaries being extended, people are mad because this ruins the rarity of them, and then I wrote as a side note, the rarity has been ruined since day one. Remember that I was part of the population of people that were like, legendary birds shouldn't be everywhere. They shouldn't be released all over. I wanted them to be exclusive. I wanted them to be hard to find. I wanted them to be hard to get because they were legendaries. I didn't want everyone to have them, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, you're just saying that because you had them. No, including myself. Now I figured since I lived in Santa Monica that there were, even if they were rare, they probably would pop up there, and that would be good because I'd be able to cover it and show it to you guys. But I did agree that legendaries probably shouldn't be oversaturated, and not everyone should have a legendary. I talked about that on my channel. I need water. Oh, God. And talking about this issue, there's two kinds of people. There's the people that are like, legendaries should be for everyone because I want one. And then there's people that are like, legendaries should be rare because they're legendaries. I was over here, and then after a month full of legendaries for everybody, I'm over here. There is no rarity in legendaries. So at this point, you kind of can't be mad for them extending them because there were so many people complaining that they couldn't get them. They're now extended. So if you guys have not been able to get your legendary, get out there. Oh, something that I saw so much in the comments on Twitter everywhere, that this entire thing, legendary Pokemon, Mewtwo releasing here, is all a money-grabbing scheme by Niantic. Oh my God, I hate that. Now, I hate that the most because I came from the Supercell YouTube community, or the Supercell community, aka the biggest money-grabbing company I have ever seen, which is why they hated me. Actually, literally, Supercell hates me as a YouTuber, and they always did, which is why they never collaborated with me, because I was one of their biggest YouTubers forever, and they never contacted me, but they flew everyone else out to Helsinki. It's because whenever an update dropped, and it was obviously a money grab update, I would call them out on it, and I'd be pissed off about it because I was very in tune with the community, and, you know, they didn't really like me because of that. So trust me, I'll be the first to say when Niantic does a money grab move, and okay, some of the updates in the past were definitely money grab moves. And I said that in my videos. I didn't agree with some of the updates in the past. These legendary updates, they're not money grabs. It's not, and mind you, at the same time, Niantic is a business. They have to make money in order to make this game. If they don't make money, you don't play Pokemon Go. That's how this works. But as for calling the legendary releases a money grabbing scheme, not true whatsoever. Trust me, I know. Again, I came from Supercell and I call them out a lot and they hate me. Legendaries work the way they do not because Niantic wants to make more money, but because Niantic has to make them somewhat difficult to battle and somewhat exclusive. Otherwise, they literally just put one in your account and be like, here's your legendary. There has to be a raid system, and also free-to-play players, you get one free raid pass a day. You can use that at a legendary raid. The legendary raid passes that we found in the code, they're not in the game yet, and I'm not sure if they're gonna drop them in the game because people would complain too much about them. The legendary raid system is currently free to play. You can use a normal raid pass at a legendary raid once a day. And remember, there are exclusive raids and exclusive raid passes. Niantic can do a pay-to-win system if they want to. This isn't a pay-to-win system. For everybody already writing a hate comment, just kind of, hopefully this sticks in your head. There's a big difference between a money grab system and an exclusive system. And obviously they want to make money and they want to make the legendaries exclusive, so they have to find a balance, and that's what they're trying to do here. Again, this isn't because I'm on Niantic's side or I'm biased. This is because I'm very, very big into business marketing and business strategy, and this is all a load of business marketing and strategy. And again, it's very interesting for me to break that stuff down. And again, don't have a degree. Also, speaking of money grabbing, everyone calling us sellouts, let's talk about that for a second. Not one YouTuber was paid on this trip. Not one YouTuber was flown out on this trip. Not one YouTuber had their hotel paid for this trip. We were sponsored by Niantic in the sense of they just handed us a pass to get in the event. And that wasn't because Niantic's like, oh, these guys are puppets. We're just gonna, let's sprinkle some raid passes on them. To Niantic, we are the eyes, ears, and voices to the YouTube community, to the entire Pokemon Go community. So if something exclusive drops in Pokemon Go, they want it. This is business marketing strategy, by the way. Niantic as a company will want us YouTubers there because we're gonna film it and we're gonna get it on YouTube and we're gonna hype it up and we're gonna make sure everyone in the freaking world that watches Pokemon Go YouTube knows what's happening in the game. They invite us to places so that we can cover it so that you guys can watch it. So when you guys get mad that we're covering it so you can watch it. I don't know. I don't understand how that works. I sound a lot more triggered there than I actually am. But this is how this works. Niantic hooks us up so that we can hook you guys up. It's like a back scratching community right here. Remember, I talked about this before, that we begged for months to Niantic as a community, not even as YouTubers, but as a community, that they need to reach out to us. They need to start interacting with us. This is it. This is awesome. They're literally bringing us out to events or inviting us. You know, GoFest, they brought us out to this when they didn't, so that we could cover it because, you know, we're in contact with them, which is awesome, by the way. Remember, we begged for this for months. You guys too. You guys supported us begging for their interaction with us. So now that it's happening, you're not allowed to complain, all right? You're here for the long run. But like from a YouTube, not even business marketing, from a YouTube perspective, from someone, I really genuinely care about this game and this community, and I want to see it grow and succeed. And in order for that to happen, this kind of connection between YouTuber and between company and between community and company has to happen, and it's finally happening. This is why Supercell, I'm gonna keep referencing them because they're very successful. This is why Supercell is such a successful company, and they have such a big and healthy and successful YouTube community because they're very intertwined. And I got a lot of tweets and comments of people who are very, very supportive of that, like, you know, congrats on that, you know, having the connection between that. You know, we're happy as a community. As a community, if you really care about this game, that is a big step in the right direction to improve the community. Enough talking about that though. That was just a big rant. Let's talk about the 100% catch rate on Mewtwo, and let's talk about Savage Season for a second. There were so many comments of people like, oh, he shouldn't be happy, it's not a Savage Season because it's 100% catch rate. I understand that people are salty that, you know, everyone in Yokohama got it for free, got the legendary, and when it comes up for the world, it's not gonna be a 100% catch rate. I definitely understand why people are mad about that, like 100%. The reason why, okay, so at GoFest, when it was 100% catch rate for like 3 days, I will be the first to say I did not agree with that. Did I farm the hell out of it, and did I make a bunch of videos on it? Yes. Also remember that I do have to provide content for you guys, so I have to participate in all these events full on, which is why I only slept 2.5 hours tonight so that I could get this video out for you guys, and so I can go out and do more Pikachu battling and catching because I don't have a shiny yet. The 100% catch rate in, we're just gonna talk about Yokohama. In Yokohama was because it's like the biggest, it's the release of Mewtwo. If you are there, if you are in the stadium, you're present for the release of Mewtwo, the 100% catch rate should apply to you. Okay, maybe I'm gonna say that lightly. It makes more sense for there to be a 100% catch rate at these events. I know that a lot of people aren't gonna be happy about that because when raids come to you guys and when they come to me too in the wild, they're gonna be hard to catch. They're hard for me to catch. I can't catch a good IV Zapdos because I can't catch a Zapdos because lag. Shibuya wrecked me. I was like 1 for 6 in Shibuya. So I get it, I understand. Now remember that everyone only got 1 Mewtwo. There were 3 gyms just so that everybody in the stadium could reach the gyms, but everyone only walked out with 1 Mewtwo. So it wasn't like GoFest where everybody got 100,000 legendaries, which I totally disagree with. Everyone only got 1. Yes, I mean, yes, it was 1 free legendary, but like, it was still, you know, they only got 1 legendary, no one's loaded with Mewtwo. Now, can I explain a Savage Season for a second? Because there's a lot of confusion in the community about a Savage Season. And being the pioneer, the creator of the word and the phrase and the strategy Savage Season, I feel like I'm obligated to clear this up. A Savage Season is a Nanaberry Pokeball or Nanaberry Premier Ball throw on the first throw. You are only allowed 1 throw for it to be considered a Savage Season. You can't keep using Nanaberry Pokeball and be like, I got a Savage Season. That's not how this works. It's not, that's too easy. That's not savage enough. On your first throw, if you get it down, 1 hitter quitter with a Nanaberry, that is a Savage Season. Anything after that doesn't count. So when I hit the Mewtwo with a Nanaberry and I caught it on the first ball as a 1 hitter quitter, regardless of the 100% catch rate, that is still, in all technicality, a Savage Season. I don't know why I'm defending this because I'm the creator of it. I make the rules. It's the first ball, it's a Nanaberry, it's a Savage Season. I Savage Season Mewtwo. I know it was 100% catch rate, so it wasn't a very savage or impressive Savage Season, but a Savage Season nonetheless. Okay, let's talk about the raid system, the exclusive raid system, and it just being unfair for a lot of people, or apparently unfair, and there's just a lot of complaints. Always gonna be complaints about this. Straight Up Knives did a absolutely wonderful job of explaining this in a very, very just like upfront manner, and I'm gonna try to be as upfront as I can, but like not that upfront because that was just like, that was some Savage Season stuff right there. But yeah, if you guys have not watched his video, the link is in the description. He did an absolute phenomenal job of explaining this, and I agree with him 100%. Let me just start by saying, for everybody who complains about like, you know, oh, I can't do raids in my area. I have gotten so many tweets and talked to so many different people from all across the US, all across the world, and they show me their raid groups. They're like, listen, we're in a very rural area, very just not populated, not crazy for Pokemon Go area, but we've got this Facebook group, we've got this Discord chat, and we all get together on certain nights or certain days, or we'll, you know, meet up when a raid's happening, and we'll knock down a legendary. It happens. People do it. If you complain about not being able to take out raids in your area, it's probably because you're just sitting back and expecting them to come to you, and you expect to just walk up to a legendary raid and have enough people there to battle it and then leave, uncoordinated. I can't even do that. I can't do that anywhere, except for Santa Monica, only because there's spoofers there, and I don't even agree with doing that. Which is actually why Japan is the coolest country in America, because... What? Damn, Mystic, get some more sleep. Oh my god! Who's got a Red Bull? The Pokemon culture in Japan is the coolest thing ever. I explained this in previous videos because like legendary raids, there's always people at them because everyone plays Pokemon Go out here. I guarantee you, unless you live on a farm with 100 acres of land in every single direction, there is a Facebook and or Discord group chat in your area specifically for raiding. Unfortunately, I don't think there's gonna be an in-game system for the raids. We're gonna have to see on that. But until that happens or doesn't happen, you're gonna have to resort to doing this yourself. The community is in charge of its own raids. Think about this for a second. Niantic probably won't drop an in-game system because if the community is coordinating their own raids, it means they're all coming together as one and creating a bigger, better community. That's business marketing and strategy right there for you. Niantic is sitting back while the community is making their own community. That's pretty smart. But I promise you, in your area, unless you live on freaking the moon or in like a really, really just far out farm, there's gonna be groups in your area that play Pokemon Go that do raids. There's people who play Pokemon Go literally everywhere. I have seen pictures. I have seen people have come up to me, especially at GoFest, and showed me pictures of their raid groups and showed me where they live and explained their situation. People are out there playing Pokemon Go. There is a freaking butterfly 60 stories high and he's going up. Dude, what? That is a savage right there. And also, let me point something out that nobody talked about. The raids, both the new raids coming, the exclusive raids coming, and the old legendary raids were all geared towards basically allowing more time so that people could come and battle them. The legendary raids were extended from 1 hour to 2 hours. That's humongous. They took away the egg animation so that they can add an extra hour onto every single gym so that everyone had 2 hours to go and battle these legendary raids. That is humongous. That is Niantic trying to make up for the lack of an in-game system for the raid battles and for like notifications. This new exclusive raid system, when we walked into the stadium, there was a 10-hour timer on Mewtwo. 10 hours. If exclusive raids have anywhere near 10 hours for completion, you should be able to get out there and get them. Now, I obviously understand people work and people have jobs and people have lives and it's kind of hard for everybody to just drop everything and go do a legendary raid. I understand that, and personally, I'm not really sure how to fix that, and luckily it's not my job to figure that out, but I don't know how to help you, and I'm sorry. I just really hope that they extend the raids a little bit later on at night so that people who work all day get a chance to do the raids. But Niantic knows. Niantic hears your guys' complaints. They know that it is hard for a lot of people in a lot of places to get together and knock down these raids, which is why they allow 2 hours on the all of the raids now, and which is why these exclusive raids are probably gonna last for freaking ever. And they said in the post, let me read the quote: "The invitations will include advanced warning of when the exclusive raid will take place, giving them ample time to coordinate with the other trainers before taking on the powerful raid boss." They literally acknowledged in that paragraph that, like, yes, we hear that it's hard for you guys to coordinate and to get together, so we're gonna add a just absurd amount of time for you guys to be able to coordinate and get together and battle this. They're working on it, guys. They're working on it. And actually, speaking of this, a lot of you guys know, especially if you're OG fans of mine, that I was developing an app. I've been developing an app for a very long time now, and I haven't done anything with it. It's sitting on the shelf right now because what I wanted to use it initially for isn't gonna work, so I haven't finished development. Now, if I were to turn this app into a raid battle specific app, let me know your thoughts on that. Would you guys download it? Would you use it? Because there are Facebook groups, there's Discord chats, you know, there's already systems out there to help coordinate these raids, but I'm thinking about making an app, making this app, I have it, it's already made technically, repurposing it strictly for the Pokemon Go raid system. If I did that, would you guys be supporting behind it? Would you guys use it? Let me know your thoughts on it because I've been considering that for months. It's gonna take a little bit more money, so it's a big investment for me to go through with this. So I'm debating it. I'm very on the fence for this idea, but it would help the community a ton, and it would turn my app that I invested money into actually something that works, not something that sits and does nothing. And I'm not gonna make you guys pay to use it. I'm not gonna put banner ads everywhere. Don't worry. But that's an idea. So let me know what you guys think about that. If I should release the app, if you guys would use it, let me know. I think that's pretty much everything. And this video is gonna be really, really long and very, very talking filled, so I'm sorry about that. If you guys have any more comments, questions, concerns, complaints, anything, leave them down in the comments. Go in the comments right now and go answer people's comments, questions, concerns, complaints. Make a community forum happening down in the comments. I want to see interactions down there. And again, I'm gonna try my hardest to get in the comments and to reply to as many things as I possibly can. And I'm gonna be deleting just like stupid comments. I'm gonna do it. I know I don't want to be like that YouTuber who like is oversensitive. It's not that I'm oversensitive. It's that this video needs to have serious comments down there because there's serious questions to be answered. And for people to just comment some stupid stuff and get like 1,000 likes on it because it's just stupid, I'm gonna delete that. But we're gonna end this video here. That is today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like. Definitely go down, leave your thoughts and concerns down in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Peace out.